Most of my hats are usually around 100 stitches, give or take, depending on whatever I'm filling them with, what kind of pattern it needs to be. And it needs to be an even number. And so after I make a pattern like this, it's important that I'm able to actually find out how many stitches this is in order to know what to cast on. And so a very easy way is to use a very simple Excel equation. So what you're going to do is you'll click into A1 cell and you'll type in the number 1. Then you'll click into the B1 cell, and this is where we'll put in our equation. So you're going to type in equal sign, sum, open parentheses, and then we're going to click on cell A1, which will populate in our equation, plus 1, close parentheses. So our equation is equals sum of A1 plus 1, which the answer is 2, and it populates with a 2, which is also our second stitch. So what we want to do is then we want this equation to continue across our pattern so that we know how many stitches there are. So what you can do is you click in the corner of this B1 cell and drag it all the way across your pattern. And that continues that equation throughout all of your cells or stitches. And so this tells me that there's only room in the cells for 3 digits, but I can see 99 stitches, so 100, 101. So I actually want to add an additional stitch because my stitches need to be even for when I am doing a rib stitch at the bottom. So there's a number of ways I can do this. I either can add a stitch here, or I can just cast on 102 stitches, and then once I'm done ribbing, I can knit 2 together so that I have 99, which is what I'm probably going to do in this situation. But if I wanted to increase a stitch, an easy way to do that would be to highlight here, hit Command C, and then just scooch it on over. And now we have one extra space over here versus on this side, so it's not perfectly symmetric, but it looks pretty good, and we have an even number of stitches. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it, like I said, is to cast on 102, and then once you're done ribbing, which is in another tutorial on the actual pattern, but once you're done ribbing, then you can knit 2 together so that we have the 101 stitches that we had earlier for this pattern that is symmetric. Another important thing that helps me keep track of my work as I go is to have borders so that I can more easily see how many stitches we are working with. I don't need it for the whole pattern, but at least for this area, it's helpful for me. So what I will do is drag and click so that's all selected, and then you're going to go to the border tool up here, and we're going to click all borders. And then that makes this area a little bit easier as I'm working. Actually, I don't really need the orange ones, but for at least here, I can much easier count that it's 3 stitches as I work.